Good evening. You're watching the 7 o'clock English news from the Sultan of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos received a written message from the custodian of the two holy mosques, handed over to His Highness Sayyid Asad bin Tariq Al Said. The Oman Real Estate Forum discusses the current situation of real estate markets and investment opportunities in this field. And Salam Air starts its first flight from Salalah Airport to Muscat International Airport. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of condolences to the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of Saudi Arabia, on the death of His Highness Prince Badr bin Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al Saud. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos received a written message from the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of Saudi Arabia, related to inviting His Majesty to attend the annual Camel Race Festival to be held in Riyadh. On behalf of His Majesty the Sultan, the message was handed over to His Highness Sayyid Asad bin Tariq Al Said while receiving this afternoon in his office His Excellency Eid bin Mohammed Al Thaqfi, Ambassador of Saudi Arabia, accredited to the Sultan. Means of financing real estate development and investment projects through Islamic banking and real estate financing funds topped the discussion of the second version of Oman Real Estate Forum. The forum discussed the current situation of Omani real estate market and gave investment opportunities in this field. The work papers also reviewed the reality of tourism in the Sultanate and available opportunities in addition to expected growth in this sector. Earlier, our colleague Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai met with His Excellency Engineer Mohammed bin Salim Al-Busaidi, Chairman of the Oman Real Estate Association, to ask about the outcome of today's forum.
On this subject of the second Oman Real Estate Forum held today, we have with us here in the studio His Excellency Engineer Mohammed bin Salim Al-Busaidi, Chairman of Oman Real Estate Association. Your Excellency, welcome to the studio. And we would like to know, how do you evaluate the real estate market in light of the latest economic development?
Thanks, Abdullah. Basically, the real estate market has been affected slightly with the economic situation during the current period. Although the figures, does not translate that the amount of, how it was affected, but we can see, the demand has been little gone down compared to, previous years, and the supply is still high. So, there is, it has been affected, and that is normal because if any other sectors got affected, normally the real estate sector will get affected because real estate is really supply, other sectors, if it is tourism or if it is logistics or trading, this all depends on real estate investment.
Now, from the work papers that were discussed today in the forum that focused on promoting financing real estate in the touristic field, what was the outcome of the discussions that you have come up with?
Basically, in today's forum, as you said, we have discussed two main topics. One is tourism and hospitality overview compared to in regards to the real estate. And the outcome was showing that still there is a good demand in investments in the real estate sector in the tourism side, especially in the hospitality units in different sectors. And that is with regard to the Oman strategic plan for tourism 2040, which shows that there'll be a good growth. But what is more important as well, the comment is that implementation of this plan is very important in the coming years. And the other side was we talked about the finance and introducing new finance tools to do with real estate, mainly to do with Sharia compliance, which is, one of the major product is real estate. And the other side, the importance of introducing real estate investment trust REITs, funds, which is, has been an outcome of 10 field program where we feel, at the moment we need REITs funds to be introduced in Oman.
Okay. Now, the real estate exchange in the Sultanate amounted, I believe, 7 billion Omani riyals last year. What is your expectation for this particular year?
Basically, it was, as you said, it's beyond 7 billion riyal, which is really a huge increase compared to 2015, which is around 5 billion only. But the major increase was in the mortgage transactions, not in sales. And our expectations, if we didn't see major changes in development and introducing new product in the market, maybe this year it will not be better compared to 2016. So we are hoping, as Oman Real Estate Association and also the developers, to see a new product introduced in the real estate market to enhance the transactions of the real estate in general.
Your Excellency, thank you very much for your time, and we wish you all the best with the association plan. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Salam Air launched today its first flight from Salalah Airport to Muscat International Airport as the second national carrier of the Sultanate. The flight, named Samhan, was launched in a ceremony under the auspices of His Highness Sayyid Taimur bin Asad bin Tariq Al Said. Salam Air operates morning and evening flights from the basis of 4 flights between Salalah and Muscat airports on its 3 aircraft Airbus A320s. An electronic gate was established for Salman Air to acquaint passengers with its flight schedules, fares and offers. The airline also seeks to add more destinations to include some GCC and Middle Eastern countries. It hopes that Salam Air will operate 7 local and international destinations during the upcoming period. Still to come in our news bulletin. The project of selling dates in Israel market by an Omani youth is one of the successful examples of the self-employment. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Oman Tel launched Idlal, an electronic platform for Oman electronic learning. It's first Oman electronic platform concerned with enriching and sharing knowledge via internet. The initiative will contribute to increase the electronic content in Arabic language. It supports areas of youth and provide them with knowledge and expertise to face challenges in labor market. The platform will enhance electronic learning as it targets students in various educational levels through dialogue, interaction, participation and discussion about different aspects of knowledge. The expansion of fiber optic network project to cover green areas and to launch of the packages that depend on copper cables to increase speed in some areas were topics stressed by Talal bin Said Al Ma'mari, Chief Executive Officer of Oman Telecommunication Company, Oman Tel, in his remarks to the Sultanate of Oman Radio and Television. Reviewing obstacles facing SMEs, entrepreneurs, interns to facilitate providing and financial budgets and studying ways of utilizing the Sultanate's ports and free zones. Top discussions at the meeting that held between the excellencies and members of the Economic and Financial Committee at the Shura Council with entrepreneurs and owners of small and medium enterprises in the Governorate of Dhofar. The meeting also reviewed a number of successful experiences in investment field and the local and international arenas, in addition to the role of the Raft Fund and Riyadh program in supporting SMEs entrepreneurs. This meeting comes within the framework of the government's endeavor to promote the economic progress in the Sultanate. Participants in the meeting held between a businessman and His Excellency the Indian Ambassador accredited to the Sultan discussed several investment potential available in the Governorate of Musandam to local and international investors. The meeting touched upon a number of topics in terms of creating the investment opportunities in a number of fields, particularly health and tourism, as the Indian Ambassador confirmed that the Governorate of Musandam is rich with investment potential which could enable Omani and Indian investors to utilize. They further discussed types of visas granted for Omanis to enter the Republic of India and the procedures required to facilitate entrance of Indians holders of touristic visas to GCC countries and close to the Governorate. Regarding health sector, the businessman in the Governorate demanded the Indian side to invest in this sector as it lacks private hospitals and centers which would serve the citizens and residents. The project of selling Omani dates in Nizwa market by the Omani youth, Ali Al-Mandari, was considered one of the great successful examples of self-employment. He started this project 3 years ago and it became successful through encouragement from the friends and family members, as well as Nizwa market being one of the famous touristic destinations. His shop in the market displays and sells around 15 different types of Omani dates, in addition to some other products like sweets and nuts. His shop also includes a corner for visitors to enjoy the Omani hospitality. Muscat Festival 2017 continues to attract visitors from inside and outside the Sultanate. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai.
The Muscat Festival 2017, which kicked off on 19th of January under the theme Celebrate Oman, has been witnessing waves of families from various parts of the Sultanate and other parts of the world. The heritage village site here in Al-Amrat Public Park hosts a variety of cultural events. This particular location here is well designed to represent a typical rural environment. Here, one would be able to see a group of families from different parts of Oman, together with Oman visitors from a number of countries of the world. The atmosphere here is a very friendly one, where people come together and meet at this point. This specific location here is live with Omani traditional food, which is prepared here and served by Omani women. One can see visitors, and Omanis are delightful to experience this environment surrounded with various types of Omani food.
The food here is very delicious.
I am enjoying the food, very tasty here.
I'm Ashraf Ali Said. I'm from Australia, Sydney. I've been in Oman for 2 days and I've been very impressed with Muscat. I didn't expect it to be such a mountainous city with a lot of mountains, and the roads are so beautifully cut through the mountains. And we are now at the Heritage Village tonight, and it really gives me a lot of the history of Oman and also the heritage of Oman, and it's just so beautiful here to be here tonight.
My name is Sumaya Chatta. I arrived in Muscat with my husband Ashraf Ali Said 2 days ago. I'm very impressed with the heritage that I've seen here this evening, spending a wonderful evening with the family and friends. I'm also very in awe of the pristine waters around the Muscat coastline, as well as the beautiful scenic views of the mountains, and very impressed with Muscat being enclaved in the mountain surroundings and stuff like that. I'm also very interested in the culture of the Omani people and would definitely like to come back to Oman one day to explore more further about the country and very impressed about the people following their traditions as Omanis.
I am very happy to visit Oman, coming from Germany, visiting from Dubai, going down the coastlines. We saw some giant turtles laying eggs on the beach, some baby ones, and had wonderful days. The Omani people who are very, very friendly. Tried some food, we're gonna try some food, and this is amazing. I really hope you bring this to Germany one day or to France.
We have been in Oman now for about 10 days with my friends, and everything has been just very great. We met a lot of Omani people which were very helpful, very kind, invited us to their place and had a lot of fun.
Throughout the history, Omanis have enjoyed cordial relationship with the people of the world, and this festival gives an opportunity to experience the Omani-friendly atmosphere. As it can be seen here, a bond is being established between overseas visitors and local children and adults alike. This cultural extravaganza with its activities is indeed continuing to attract people in Oman and other countries of the world. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Al-Amrat Public Park, Muscat.
On the other news, residents of the Chilean town of Portezuelo began to evacuate their houses as forest fires continued to advance. The fires, which have consumed more than 500,000 hectares in Chile, seem to be a retreat earlier, following the arrival of international assistance. An official from the National Forest Corporation said there were 118 fires, of which 59 were active. It claimed that the reduction in area affected showed their strategy to fight the fires was working. However, in some parts of the fires were still seen to be advancing. And a shooting at Quebec City mosque during evening prayers left 6 people dead and 8 others wounded in an attack that Canada's Prime Minister called an act of terrorism. Police arrested 2 suspects. More than 50 people were at the Quebec Islamic Cultural Center at the time of yesterday's attack. Quebec Regional Police spokeswoman said some of the wounded were gravely injured. The dead ranged in the age of 35 to 70. 39 people were unharmed. 1 suspect was arrested at the scene, another nearby in the Orleans, Quebec. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Quebec Premier Philippe Couillard both characterized the attack as a terrorist attack, which came amid heightened tensions worldwide over President Donald Trump's travel ban on several Muslim countries. And now for the near forecast around the Sultanate. Clear to partly cloudy skies will prevail over the governorates of Musandam and chances of scattered rains. The rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies. Winds will be north to northeasterly light to moderate, and seas will be slight to the maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultan of Oman Television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos received a written message from the custodian of the two holy mosques handed over to His Highness Sayyid Asad bin Tariq Al Said. The Oman Real Estate Forum discusses the current situation of real estate market and investment opportunities in this field. And Salam Air starts its first flight from Salalah Airport to Muscat International Airport. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here in the newsroom in the studios,